Is it weird for you guys to see yourself on screen and talk about the period where you guys weren't talking?
No, not for me, because I feel vindicated. Like, the story is about, like, some thing called the Sarah Silverman show. Like, what, 6 episodes?
I regret asking that question.
Like, obviously, come on. You measure a man by his...
How many documentaries are made after him?
So Hitler's the greatest man of all time.
Yeah.
And the Beatles.
No, I mean, when Schraub and when Sarah fired me, it was probably like at that point, not probably, it was the worst, it was like my worst nightmare scenario. I remember being so angry, and I knew I had nowhere to put the anger. I would tell people, like the people that I dated, in whom I would confide, I would be like, I'm telling you this thing that is making me very upset, and I know that I don't have any right. I can't tell anyone about this. I can't tell anyone how angry I am about this, because I will sound like the most petty piece of shit in the world. And I can't admit to myself that I wish Rob Schraub less luck than he deserves. I can't tell him. I can't express the fact that I wish that the Sarah Silverman program would fail without me. I have these petty Gollum-like thoughts about my precious, and I can't express them. And that makes it worse and worse, and it festers and all that stuff. And so it was a year of, because I couldn't express those things because I knew they were unhealthy. Like, Rob and I didn't talk to each other for like a year at all. And then this guy Mike Ash died, comedy, Channel 101, Mike Ash. He was an old timer who did a bunch of Channel 101 stuff, and he died, and it was at his memorial service. Rob and I started to talk again, and it was I don't know, whatever. I'm over it. When I watch that stuff, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Obviously, I'm insane. So
RJ, there was this movie that was playing earlier.
Yeah.
It was about these guys, and it was a lot of fun.
Can you talk to your friends and ask them why 4.8? I mean,
wait, Rob was going to say something.
Boy.
No? Okay.
No.
No, not you.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, you were going to say something.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah,
See?
I did. I agree with Dan. Yeah.
Tough times.
Everything's okay
listen,
now. I mean,
yeah. Great.
I wasn't. The one thing that I wish I would have said at the time while we were doing the interview is that I stayed. I knew it was the right thing to do for me, but I was not proud of that decision at all. Like, it was a decision that I really wish I didn't have to do.
Yeah. I don't think anybody says... I don't think he made the wrong decision, because it's very hard to get...
No, I would tell people, that's the other thing I would tell people is, like, the crazy thing is, if Rob hadn't stayed, it would be more of a mindfuck.
Right.
Because as I told Rob when Sarah fired me, I was like, because Rob had already been riding my trail of tears. Is that an appropriate metaphor? What is that? Rob had already been like on that journey with me a couple times, and I was like, look, I get it. Like, obviously this is pathological for me. I don't expect you to keep doing this. What if Rob had quit out of loyalty? What if Sarah Silverman fired me from a basic cable comedy show and Rob had gone, friendship is friendship. Let's just do it. Then I would be fucked.
I almost did. I was really tempted to, but I never. I wanted to see if I could do it alone. I mean, like when you're writing or any kind of partnership, you're always like, well, who's pulling the weight? Who's really the smart guy? Who's really the guy that's just tagging along? And I wanted to see if I could even exist alone. I, for the longest time, didn't think I could do anything by myself, even the comic book. So I said, this is really a difficult decision, but I really think I need to do this.
Of course.
Yeah. And I mean, if you get fired in the midst of that, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, now I really have to ask that question and answer it. And it worked out fine.
It worked out great for both of us.
Now we're both
Yeah.
53 and we don't give a shit about anything. All right.